2020 Virtual Victorian Greyhound Awards, and I would now like to introduce our GRV CEO Alan Clayton. Alan, welcome to our Virtual Greyhound Awards.
Yes, good to be here, Molly, and I'm sorry I'm not there in person, but it's nevertheless a great event and really pleased to be part of it.
Alan, how have you found the past 12 months for you as CEO of Greyhound Racing Victoria?
Look, I think it's been a really challenging year. I think obviously we've had a number of issues in the year that have been a big challenge for GRV and for the sport more generally. We've had canine gastro, we've had a shortage of dogs in the early part of the year, and then we had COVID and COVID restrictions. And during the early part of the April period, we were uncertain as to whether we'd even have a race program. So it's been a very anxious time.
Without a doubt, Alan. Now, amongst the challenges of COVID-19, GRV has still managed to make some really positive moves forward. Are you able to talk us through some of those?
Yeah, look, I think I think the first positive move forward is that we have been able to race. I think the actual being able to maintain a race program at full strength has been really, really important. We've watched other jurisdictions respond differently to us. We've just tried to maintain our program. We've had US content where we've started to look to broadcast our lovely sport, our wonderful sport, into America. We've had extra race meetings, including really good opportunities on Sky One and plus Saturday mornings, which we think has been a real plus. So we think we've had those sorts of issues, which have been really great. And at the same time, our animal welfare metrics have been extraordinarily good, and we've had the lowest result in terms of euthanasia, and even track fatalities have also been significantly reduced this year. So from a whole host of different perspectives, given the complexity of the year, we're really pleased with where we've landed.
Absolutely. Now, Alan, can you talk us through just how proud you are of the Victorian participants and how they've really taken on board the changes that COVID-19 has, I suppose, proposed to them?
Yeah, well, look, I think the first thing is that it's understandable that everyone's anxious. People have had real pressure. Some people have lost their jobs. Many people have lost their employment. Greyhound racing has continued. There has been an escalating environment to make sure that we can be safe in greyhound racing. And that has required really the participants, the club staff and GRV staff to all to come together as a big family and to work together to keep the race program going. And for that, I'm really, really proud about the fact that the participants have really been compliant and showed a strong willingness to meet all the challenges put in front of them in what's a very difficult and stressful environment in people's lives. And at the same time, our staff have also, both club and GRV staff, have also been prepared to go to work and, for the sake of the sport, be there in person doing the job, not just doing it remotely from home, as many of us have done. So, look, I think it's been a particularly courageous year for many people, and it's been a year where I couldn't have been prouder to be part of the sport. And I just want to say to all of the people, club staff, participants and GRV staff, thank you so much for just being willing to go the journey with us, and thank so much for the government that we've been able to continue to race. It's a wonderful outcome for us so far, and we just need to keep being good.
Alan, I have to agree with you. It's certainly been a very family-orientated, I suppose, idea. We're all in this together. So thank you very much for your time here in our 2020 Virtual Greyhound Awards.
Thanks, Molly. Thanks very much for your time, and best wishes to everyone out there.
Now, coming up next, we'll be remembering those in the industry that we've lost over the past 12 months. So please stay tuned on the GRV Facebook page for the rest of our 2020 Virtual Greyhound Awards.